Hey guys, good morning and welcome back to my channel. So I'm doing my vlog starting here this morning. So I'm gonna run a few errands this morning on the road and I'll take you along with me. Oh, did I say my intro though? Guys, welcome back. Yeah, I did. I did. Oh my gosh. I'm getting old, guys. I'm getting old. I'm getting really old. Lord, so how are you doing? How is everybody doing? So today is, yes, it's that day. I won't tell you what day it is. Lest I have to, do something that I have in mind today. So I won't tell you what day it is. So yeah, but I'm here. I'm gonna drop off my daughter first, and then I'm gonna. So there's this budget challenge that I spoke about on my live some time ago. I actually did the video for it. However, I've changed it somewhat. I've changed the format. So I said, instead of putting a price on my budget right now, what I will do is just go to the store, pick up some basic items, and then I will see how much that comes up to. Sounds fair enough? Yeah, and then I'll say, okay, then I'll ask if anybody is interested. I really want to get people from all over the world. If you're in the Philippines, if you're in Saudi Arabia, if you're in Jamaica, if you're in the US, I want people of all nations to really join this challenge, to just for us to compare prices around the world. So we're going to compare like items, similar items. So let's say we have things that we use in the kitchen, like everybody uses dishwashing liquid, right? For the most part, everybody use bath soap for the most part, right? And things like those basic food items. It's not a big budget I'm gonna work with, guys. It's a budget, small budget. So I'll be doing that today. So I'll be taking you to the store with me, and we'll do all.
Few moments later.
So guys, I have made it to the supermarket now, so I'm about to go inside and pick up my few items. So I'm about to get out of the car and go to look about getting the stuff. So I will see you when I get inside. So guys, I am now in the supermarket and I'm going down the aisle now to see what I can get. Right, so my first stop is in the sardines aisle. Right, so I think that's a good budget item. So you can see the price there, $1.39 each, which I don't think it's such a good deal. I don't know what happened, because sometimes you get for like cents. But anyway, I'm buying 3 sardines, right, for my budget. And I'm moving down the aisle, guys, moving along. And as I'm moving, I'm thinking, what else am I going to get? Because I really didn't plan to say all the things. I know I had certain things in mind. I didn't put it on paper or anything. But hey, it is what it is. It worked for me anyway. So I'm here doing my thing. So I'm just about to make a stop here. And guess what? I am at the ramen aisle, guys. By the way, let me just say something. I'm not so much of a ramen girl. I do eat it. There was a time I never ate it at all because I heard some horror stories about where it's made and blah, 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 which I won't get into. But anywho, so sometimes it's convenient. It's very convenient, guys. I don't know about the nutritional value, really. But, sometimes you just do the thing. You just do the dough and you just get something because you can eat it and because you have mouth and all of these things. But anyway, so guess what, guys? I bought 3. I'm gonna buy the 6-pack because the six pack, boy, me and my language. The 6-pack actually cost $1 something, right? Which you'll hear later on. You'll hear the exact cost. So I bought 3 chili. So guys, you can look out for another well, this was gonna be the spicy noodles video. Stay tuned for that, but that's for another video. So the ramen actually totaled to like $1 something for 6, and that's quite reasonable. And I know that people use that worldwide. Okay, so now I've moved on to the detergent aisle. So I decided not to use a liquid detergent, as I know a lot of people in different areas don't necessarily use the liquid one because they're more pricey. Where I'm from, we grew up using powdered detergent. Am I wrong, guys? Maybe now everybody gets rich and switch and everything. So who knows, they might afford them donate, not them donate, them gain and them what the top one, them Tide, yeah, who to tell? But anyway, I am buying the Ariel. By the way, this was suggested by Kai's Creative Learning Center. So big up yourself, Kai, for suggesting that the detergent to me. So I'm buying the Ariel, guys. And this, guys, the scent is superb. When you talk about fresh scent, laundry, fresh, clean laundry smell, check out Ariel. And this one has the downy in it, so you don't necessarily have to worry yourself about rinsing those clothes in fabric softener. And it's economical, guys. It is very economical. Yeah, so you see the price there, $2.99, approximately $3. And the size of it was like 3 4, what was it again? Oh Jesus, I don't remember now, sorry. If you can see it, let me know. If you can see the size, let me know. But it's a good size. You don't need to really get the size of it because that's important. But I think later on in the video, if I'm not mistaken, I think later on the details of the size will be given. So don't worry, you'll get that, because I want us all to be on the same page, guys, so that we can compare thoroughly what the products cost. So we're using the same products, like I said in the prior clip. Yes, we're trying to buy the same products, even if it's not the same brand. We're trying to stick to the same size, right? Size, weight, yeah. So yeah, so now I'm moving on from the detergent aisle, and then I decided also, Kai also suggested the dishwashing liquid, I think. So thanks again for that too, Kai. And by the way, guys, please check out Kai's Learning Center, Creative Center. She is very good. She is an educator by profession, and you can learn. If you don't like me, or even if you're bright and you just want, use up your brain power, what have you, just go over to Kai's channel, guys. Check her out. Good stuff she has. Positive stuff. So now, guys, I was here looking at the dishwashing liquids. So I thought the Perry was the cheapest brand because Donna Top brand. Let me speak English so that my fellow subscribers who do not speak my native language can understand. So Joy, okay, so let me back to this. So Joy would have been a good idea. However, it would not have been economical, right? Because it was very small, smaller than the Perry. So I said, no, I won't buy the Joy, which is Joy. Why I chose Joy initially was that Joy is available in my country. I know for sure that it's available there. But anyway, I did not buy the Joy, nor did I buy the Perry, because when I looked further down, I noticed that there was a cheaper brand that cost approximately 50 cents less, okay? So I bought the cheaper brand, and it was for a good size too, guys. So it was worth looking, it was worth searching. So when you go shopping, don't just be picking up randomly. Make sure you compare the prices. And to be honest with you, homegirl don't always do that. Homegirl not always do that. So I think this budget now, because of the budget that I was doing earlier, it helped me to be mindful of the prices of the things. And I really need to pay attention more. Yeah, to the prices of stuff. Right. So I'm here searching my receipt, guys, to see the price of the dishwashing, which was about like a dollar and some change. It wasn't like 59 cents or whatever, because I knew it was yeah. It was $1.09. It was $1.09 for the soap, right? And I take it that's before tax, because I'm not sure if it has tax, by the way. Somebody need to explain to me, what does T1 mean? Tax one, does that mean tax, guys? Please let me know if you know. So I right there and then I just impulsively added bath soap because I wasn't gonna really buy bath soap. So I said, let me just add 1 bar of soap. The soap that I use really, it wouldn't have been economical. So I was gonna take up a Protex, but then I saw one that is common in the Caribbean. See, here I am just thinking about the Caribbean people. Sorry, guys, I'm sorry. You have to understand. However, it's very small. It's very small though. And by the way, guys, I've never, from I left Jamaica, I never saw Castile till today. Big up to the budget plan. Big up to the budget plan, Missy Castile. And Castile is a good soap. So I'm just going to take this bar soap, Castile, and wash my face with it. By the way, the cost of that was $1.19. So that would be a total of, let's say, maybe about $160 in Jamaica when we think of the equivalent. You guys can let me know. $1.90, 19 cents. Do the calculations and tell me. Yes, so I'm moving on. So I think I was pretty much finished with that aisle. So guys, can you see the soap? Imagine if I was doing a budget and say I'm buying no, I wasn't finished. I'm gonna buy Tide. So now I stopped at the aisle, at the section rather, where they have the Scotch Brite because this is something I really needed at home. So I bought me 2 single packs of Scotch Brite 3M, which is the best brand. I recommend it any day, any hour, night, day, in my sleep, in my dream, I wake up, I can tell say yes, 3M is a good brand, guys. If you think otherwise, let me know. And each of those Scotch Brite, we call it Scotch Brite. You may say scouring pad. You know why we call it Scotch Brite? That is actually the brand. So it's not actually the product. The brand is Scotch Brite. So the product is a scouring pad. Pardon me, guys. I'm a Jamaican. We call products their brand names. Okay? Yes. Like for example, there's a brand of soap named Fab. So when I was growing up as a child, the average Jamaican would call soap powder, soap detergent, whatever, powder detergent. Yes, that's the right thing. They will call it Fab. So now, guys, I'm moving on to the crackers section. So this is a very popular crackers in Jamaica. I think it's made there, if I'm not mistaken. Excelsior water crackers. Very nice with your tea. For those who drink coffee or with a drink. Yes, and it's $1.79, which I found a bit expensive. So, by the way, the store that I was in, Ricky Life, if you're watching this video, the best time to shop at Bravo is actually on a Thursday when they put out the fresh goods and you get deals. However, because of my impromptu planning, my lack of planning rather, I ended up going there today. But hey, what is whatever. So now, guys, I added ripe bananas to the budget. That's a very good staple. Everybody, just about everybody has ripe banana, eats ripe bananas. Even if they don't eat it for themselves, they buy it for their kids or they buy it for their other family members. But most of us, we eat ripe bananas. So I picked up a few ripe bananas. However, I must say that here in America, it's not like back home where we go to the market and we say, may I have a dozen bananas? Or send me a dozen banana. Give me 1 dozen green banana, a dozen ripe banana. Here it is sold by the pound. So a pound may depending on the size, it may work out to less than a dozen or less than half a dozen. So yes, you can get a half a dozen to buy in Jamaica. You can get any amount. But you're doing a little shopping for your home. You're not gonna just buy a finger of banana. If you want a banana to eat in the marketplace, yeah, you can buy a finger. But the average Jamaican would buy like a dozen ripe bananas to serve them, a few days at least or a week. So I picked up a dozen. No, sorry, not a dozen. I picked up my bananas actually turned out to be like little over 2 pounds. You would have heard it, but because I have to be doing the voiceover for the safety of my channel, you know how it goes on here, yes. So we just gotta do and do it properly. So hence my reason for voicing over, guys. So because I actually recorded everything I vlogged in the supermarket. However, because there was a presence of music, which was very minimal, but we have a thing we say in Jamaica, me not able. Me not able. And Puss and Dog don't have the same luck because sometimes I see YouTubers, They have a little clip, little music and nobody not something to them, but them big already. But anyway, me a small fry, so yeah, me protect myself, right? Right, people? Yeah, right, that's so. Yeah, guys, so me go on with myself. So guess what, guys? Tomatoes. I needed tomatoes for my home. So, I just decided, okay, I'm gonna pick up some tomatoes. So that I did. So I was there. Me being me, I try to pick up the best ones, the firm ones, guys. So you have to feel those tomatoes. You're not gonna squeeze them, cause the song say, "Carry me aki go all instead market," and the part will say, "Everybody come and feel up, feel up." Yeah. So I said, go with the tomato, but we're not feeling the tomatoes to damage them. We're not squeeze them. We just gently touch them to feel if they're firm. Cause the firmer, the better. That's all. Yeah, man. So I made sure that my tomatoes were firm because we don't want a softy. So we in my country we have a way of saying we double up on words. Instead of saying the tomatoes are soft, we have to say it 2 times for emphasis. It's softy, and we don't say soft. It's softy. If you cook some turn cornmeal, like Jolisa did the other day, big up yourself, Jolisa. If you cook some turn cornmeal or some rice and it's too soft, we say ipoto poto. So instead of saying ipoto, I don't even know if that is a word or that's a word just indigenous to Jamaica. I don't know. Guys, please tell me in the comments because we are the best. We are the best, may I tell you. Yeah, so if it's soft, if it's watery, you know what I mean? If it's not fluffy, we say the rice poto or it's softy. Or if it double it up. You get what I say? Yeah, for you understand what we say. Yeah, man. But let me go back to the language where most people understand. So, yeah, there you have it. My tomatoes, and I put it in the scale, which I never generally do, people. I guess I'm just doing it for the budget. So, you see, it's a little over 2 pounds. I couldn't believe that small amount of tomatoes actually weighed over 2 pounds, but it is what it is. And my next items, and I think that was the last item for my budget challenge. By the way, guys, I actually dropped a pack of Shirley biscuit. I couldn't resist it. I bought a pack of Shirley biscuit for the challenge too. I just dropped that in. That wasn't in the plan. So yes, guys, onions. We use onions at home. We use onions. We need those. So I bought those. Those were necessities. Some of the things that I bought, like the soap powder, I never really needed that. However, I will have it for future use, so it's not gonna waste. Nothing now waste. Nothing now that's right. Yeah, cause a budget we say. No, so a budget we say, people. Yeah, man, we're going with yourself. So yeah, I got my onions, and that was actually 3 pounds of onions there, guys. And now, as you see, I am heading to the cashier to get my items checked. And guys, from the looks of it, I realized that I was well within my budget. When I say I was well within my budget, but you will find out coming up momentarily. You will find out why I said that because, like I said, guys, originally, right? My plan was to do a $50 budget. However, I was like, when you calculate, when we calculate 150 dollars to the rate of the Jamaican currency. All right, so I can check in my head right now. So I'm gonna say so it's $50. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So it's $50 and the exchange rate in Jamaica right now is approximately $150. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. But for you maths brains in the chat, you can just tell me how much it would work out to without having to do like me and go on your calculator and stuff. But I have to use my calculator right this minute. Okay, so listen to me. I'm here trying to use a calculator and it's telling me something, guys. Just so annoyed right now. But anyway, 150 times $50 and that is like $7,500. So I said, no, let me not go so far. That's basically what some people would spend on food, depending on the size of their family. You know, that's quite a sum. Even though bit really it can buy anything, but it's not easy to come by. I can tell you guys when it comes onto the economy. Yeah, so yeah. So I said, let me do a cheaper budget. And I said, okay, maybe I could say $25. Okay, guys, so I'm back at the car now. I just finished putting the groceries in the trunk. It worked out quite good because here is the total amount. Can you see that? Can you see the total amount? It's $23. So my total amount was $23.18, and that is good because that's under $25. So that completes my budget challenge in terms of the shopping, but I will show you when I go home and clean off the products. I will show you again exactly what I bought in case you missed it when I was moving to the supermarket. All right, guys, so this is everything I have purchased for my budget video. And like I said, I do hope that you will come along the journey, guys, just for us to compare the prices at home and abroad for these items. It would be good if you could get the exact brand and the exact weight of what I got. So let me just tell you, the for my bananas, that is like two. So guys, I was telling you that the bananas weighed actually little over 2 pounds, which is 2.64 pounds, right? The size of the so let me just interject here. I had to do another voiceover because for the remainder of the video I had no plans to voice over, but somebody, I was recording outside and somebody decided to turn their music on. After they were parked, I went and saw them there parked, and they weren't playing any music. But anyway, so let me just continue. I did tell you the weight of the onions, which was 3 pounds, exactly 3 pounds. The weight of the detergent was 750 grams, and that cost $2.99. So what we're trying to do is stick with the quantity and the weight. That's what matters, even if it's not the same brand, as long as it's the same product, because we want to buy the same goods. Okay, so I did not get a chance to call out anyone earlier. I know Kai did agree to do the challenge, so Kai, I'm calling you out. And if there's anyone else who is who may be interested in doing this challenge, initially I suggested it to your girl Lala and Simple Things. However, we're all in Florida. So I'm also gonna call out my good friend on here, which is Heart Ponsalan. She is all the way in Hong Kong, I think. I hope I got it right. Please join me on this challenge. I would be happy to hear, to do the price comparison in your country. Mize, Mhais, Mize Vlogs. How about you? How about joining us on this challenge? I did say Yagar Lala and Simple Things. If you're still interested, please just jump on. I know Teacher P will come on maybe at a later date. Just let us know. And like I say, I cannot overemphasize. I want people all over this world. Jolisa, you're in England, so please join us on this challenge, even if it's not ramen, because I got the impression based on a comment you made, maybe you're not fans of ramen noodles. However, you could do some cheap noodles, maybe some flavor-free noodles. I'm not sure if that's what you have the problem with, or is it that you don't use noodles any at all. But anyway, please let me know, guys. So yes, please just jump on board with us with this budget challenge, okay? So yeah, that's just about it. I got all my products. I did describe the weight of the stuff and the cost earlier. So please, guys, just cooperate. The tomatoes, again, it was you can say just put it to 2 pounds, okay? The bananas were basically 2 pounds too, right? 3 sardines. Remember, I bought 1 bottle of dishwashing liquid, right? And I bought 2 scouring pads And what else did I buy? So in all, I bought 6 ramen noodles. So guys, please work with me. I bought a small pack of cookie, or we would say we say biscuits, but in some countries you say cookie. A small pack of cookie, and that was for like 79 cents. And that was Shirley biscuits, by the way. So for my friends in Jamaica, in Florida, in New York, that's Shirley biscuit that's available. In overseas, that's available in any Caribbean store. Okay, guys, so please, I really want this budget challenge to be a success. Dion Blessed, if you're interested, please let me know. And I hope you guys have made it far to this video. So, guys, long story is that I had to cut this video short. The video when I added the Victoria's Secret part of it and all of that stuff. The video was well over an hour. And who is gonna sit and listen to my premiere? Listen to me rambling and all of these things for over 1 hour. So I had to cut it short. So guys, if you have made it this far, thank you so much for watching. And I do hope this video will inspire you to join me on the budget challenge. Thank you so much for watching. If you've not yet subscribed to my channel, how about doing so? Thank you so much for watching. Peace out. God bless. As usual, love you all. Bye-bye.